I have actually practiced French kissing on a stuffed animal before.
And did it work? Hi friends, this is William Kane, and this tape, believe it or not, is going to teach you how to French kiss. Yes, simply by sitting back at home and watching what's on your screen, you will learn how to use your tongue and be a passionate, exciting, romantic kisser. So let's begin.
The French kiss is something I don't get very often. It's a very nice way of showing your affection to somebody, grabbing hold of them, opening your mouth, and really having it's more of a passionate kiss than just a small little peck.
A lot of young people are curious about the French kiss. They want to know what it is and how you do it. They ask me questions like, do you really need to use your tongue during a French kiss? Well, of course the answer is yes. Let me demonstrate how you do a French kiss on my able assistant, Bridget Fontaine.
People, wait for me!
A French kiss is heaven on earth.
A French kiss is when you're kissing someone and you use your tongue.
To me, a French kiss is one of the best ways to get to know somebody. It's very intimate, very personality-driven.
Well, a French kiss is when you touch tongues with your kissing partner, and there are a lot of different ways to do it. But when I'm on a first date, I like to imagine what the person's tongue feels like. I like to think about what it would feel like inside my mouth.
Folks, here are some step-by-step instructions for a French kiss. Number 1, begin with a regular lip kiss. Number 2, you open your mouth slightly while doing the kiss. And 3, you move your tongue forward into your partner's mouth. Now, because it's difficult to show the inside of a mouth, I am personally going to go inside a mouth and show you exactly how the tongues move.
Oh! Yeah. Now, after you touch tongues, your next step is to move your tongues around, and you could play. And a good thing to do is to go around and around and around in a rotating motion. So that you knock your partner's tongue around, you go. And you playfully, gently, you playfully with your partner's tongue. You play with your partner's tongue. You play. You try to have fun with your partner's tongue. You try to enjoy it, and you try to enjoy the inside of the mouth. All the fun you can have in a rotating motion, and that's the thing. You try to get a rotating motion going, and that's basically how to do a French kiss.
You need to stop using your tongue like it's a dart. You don't go like this with your tongue.
One time I was kissing this guy and he was like a machine, or like a lizard, just like tongue darting in and out of my mouth. It was awful.
I've had someone just act way too mechanical with me, just ramming the tongue back and forth, back and forth. It was like a robot.
I had this one time where she was way too, what's the word I'm looking for? Mechanical. She would be like trying to stick her tongue in like that, and it just wasn't. You can't do it that way.
You don't want to use your tongue as a dart because it will hurt It will hurt you. It will hurt your partner, and it's difficult for them to breathe, and it hurts them. It actually it's like a fighting motion. No, you want to be gentle. Yeah, and because if you hit them like this, you can actually ow. It hurts. Ow.
My girlfriend dumped me.
Why?
Well, she told me I was kissing her too much. French kissing her too much.
I know exactly what you need. You need the art of kissing. Did you know there's more than 30 different types of kisses you can give someone? Really? Yeah. There's vacuum kiss, there's liposuction, there's even upside down kiss.
Upside down?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, Doc.
Well, during this one date, there was the guy who, I guess he was just a little bit over-aggressive, and he stuck his tongue so far down my throat that I couldn't breathe, and I actually had to push him away because it just got so out of control.
Well, when we French kissed, I don't know what happened, but he stuck his tongue way too far down in my throat the first time because I started turning blue. I thought I was going to die or something, and I almost had to get taken to the hospital. It was pretty bad. Annie, oh my God, did you hear what happened to Susie?
What happened?
She got rushed to the hospital because she got traumatized from French kissing.
What happened? Are you kidding me?
I'm not sure. All I know is that she got rushed to the hospital in an ambulance, and they had to give her oxygen and everything.
She's turning blue, doctor.
Get her inside quick. She's having trouble breathing.
Doctor, why is she turning blue?
I've never seen a case like this before.
What happened to her? Well, Frankie was making out with me. He gave me a very long French kiss. I must have fainted, and they called the ambulance.
Let's get her down to the x-ray lab right away.
You're gonna be all right, Sally.
I still can't breathe.
These x-rays will tell us if that French kiss did any permanent damage.
Will I ever be able to French kiss again?
Only time will tell, Sally. Only time will tell.
Sally was brought to see Dr. Ronnie Honeycutt because of complications that developed after a serious French kiss from her boyfriend.
Recently, I was rushed to the hospital due to complications from a bad French kiss. I learned my lesson. You can really improve your French kissing technique by learning to breathe through your nose. I've been through a lot of rehabilitation, and things are much better now. My doctor was an expert in the area, and he taught me how to do it perfectly. You taught her?
Yes, I did. At first it was kind of difficult, but then she got the hang of it, and she learned to breathe through her nose during the kiss.
Once when I was French kissing a boy, I could not breathe and I was gagging. And afterwards, I couldn't talk anymore for like 4 hours, and it was terrible.
The problem is you don't want to make your partner gag. Now, I'm going to show you, friends, where you should stop when you're playing chase or playing with the tongue. You see this tongue on the top, how it's trying to excite the tongue on the bottom by moving all the way back like this? Well, friends, get out, tongue, get out. You're too much. You tell your tongue, get out. Get that tongue out a little. You don't want to put your tongue over here, because it'll make them gag. If you go this far back on the tongue, this person was going to start to throw up and gag, and so therefore you don't want to go bam, bam, bam like that, because you will make your partner gag. Instead, stay in the front. There's nothing in the back that you need anyway, and play with your partner. But remember, not too far in the back. Yes, that's be a nice tongue. Yeah, there you go. Up in the front of the mouth, and that's the way you'll please your partner.
I've had a French kiss where it's just way too sloppy.
Sloppy kisses are probably worse than gagging kisses. Once you get into it, you think everything is going really nice. If you hear the sucking and the sloppiness and the saliva everywhere, you're doing it wrong.
A lot of people are too sloppy when they kiss. The proper thing to do is to swallow your own saliva.
And you can have towels on hand to deal with the situation.
Once my friend Annie was over, and we were trying to find out what it was like to kiss, and so I suggested that she practice on my uncle, and we snuck into his bedroom because I thought that he was a really sound sleeper. But when we went in there, she kissed him and then did it a second time, and he opened his eyes, and we were like totally petrified. We went running out of the room, almost screaming. We were so scared. Well, I personally like to kiss grapefruits. They're the perfect fruit to kiss to practice French kisses, and they taste good too.
You can actually practice a French kiss on your hand. It's safer, and it can actually be more fun. Let me demonstrate. You may take your hand and you form it like a mouth, and then you stick the thumb through the hand and treat it like a tongue, and you begin to kiss. It's much safer and could be a lot more fun than kissing a boy.
What are you doing?
I practice French kissing more in my mind than physically. I just try to envision really passionate scenes in my head, and that's the way I always envision a French kiss.
When I practice a French kiss, I do it mentally. I pretend I'm kissing like Ryan Phillippe or some like really hot person. I mean, geez, what the heck?
Well, I like to kind of imagine myself French kissing my aunt, if you will. Kind of like in a motherly fashion, taking care of me, showing me, leading me, just kind of walking me through it, if you will. Just a real nice mental picture of me making out with my aunt.
A lot of times I'll do it in my head. I'll pick, if I'm watching a movie or something with a friend, I'll pick an actor or more likely an actress, and I'll try to imagine what it would be like to kiss them in, whatever scene they're acting in.
I usually practice a French kiss mentally. This one time I was at my dentist, and my dentist is like such a hottie. And I went under the gas, and I just started to have these fantasies about French kissing my dentist.
To me, a French kiss is complete oral satisfaction.
French kissing feels great because it's like it's like skinny dipping in chocolate, if you will, or Skittles or something like that. It's like a full body motion and intense feeling.
A French kiss feels like you're slowly just melting into each other.
A French kiss is just bliss because it makes you feel like you're so together.
French kiss feels good. It kind of makes you feel like a babyish, sort of.
The nature of French kissing is it's a regression to the oral level. In fact, lovers often regress to the babyish level. That's why they call each other baby. Baby. Baby.
Baby.
Mm-hmm.
A French kiss feels good, kind of because it gives you a lot of attention. It's a lot of personal attention, and it almost like a baby. If you have a baby who just gets so much attention and fondled in so many ways, and everybody wants to carry and hold the baby and hug the baby and kiss the baby, that's pretty much. That's kind of how it makes you feel sometimes.
I love to touch the tip of my tongue to the tip of my girlfriend's tongue. The feeling just gives me goosebumps all over.
I'm now illustrating how the tip of the tongues can play. You want to touch just the tippy tip of the tongues like this. And the tip of the tongue is the most sensitive part. It can taste sweetness, and you want to taste the sweetness of your partner's tongue. You can explore the tip of their tongue. You don't have to go very far in the mouth. You just explore the tip of your tongues. Now watch how the tongues play with each other. The tip is so sensitive, my friends. There are more nerve endings in the tip of the tongue than in any other part of the body. It feels, what can I say, blissful to touch the tip of your tongue.
When I do a French kiss right, and when he does it right, it just feels like we're melting into one person. It's so intense, and afterwards you have just such a great feeling, like, wow.
How do you get boys to French kiss you? What could you do?
Usually when I want a guy to French kiss me, I flirt with him, touch him a little bit.
Getting boys to French kiss you comes in a few different steps. Flirting entails making eye contact and letting them know that you're interested. But they also don't always get the hint about exactly what you want after that, and they might be a little shy. And so it helps to keep your mouth open or lick your lips, get the image of what you're trying to get across into their minds. Be very demonstrative with your mouth, whether it's like getting some kind of food off of your hands, anything. They need a lot of examples.
I find that when I'm going on a date, it helps to wear something that's a little bit trendy and fashionable. I find that it attracts people to me.
Okay, so tell me what you think. Like, Johnny won't French kiss me. He doesn't French kiss me. And at first I thought, okay, maybe it's me. Maybe there's something wrong with me. But, like, now I'm thinking, no, it's him.
He needs to be more orally conscious.
What?
I'm serious. You need to be able to train him to think about different ways to use his mouth. Gum, one of the best things that you can give him. Gum, you don't just chew gum. You play around with it in your mouth. Or sucky candy. You give him candy that he can suck on. It works. Trust me. He's just not thinking about different ways to use his mouth.
Yeah, I'll try it. I'm going to see him tonight, so maybe I'll just, like, start slipping him the candy.
Yeah. Here's some candy for you.
Thanks.
You said that you like candy, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll just finish eating all this candy. It's really actually yummy. I know how much you like candy, so I went out and bought some candy for you.
What's it for?
Well, maybe after you're done eating it, your tongue will be trained so you actually use it.
I usually try to get a guy to French kiss me if I'm really kind of in the mood. I usually get up close to him, kind of put my body next to his. Sometimes try to do a little bit of like an arm stroke kind of thing, and at least give him that tingling sensation, and kind of let him know that I want to.
How come you don't ever French kiss me?
I just don't.
Why not?
Well, I'm a little shy.
How come?
Well, when I was little, my dad used to beat me with the broom. I don't like brooms anymore.
Poor
He used to hit me
It'll be okay.
like a rat.
You can still French kiss me though. I'll show you how.
Sometimes when I want a guy to French kiss me, I look them straight in the eye and I hold the look longer than it takes, and it just kind of draws them to me.
Usually, when I'm kissing a guy and I don't want to kiss him anymore, I get him to stop by either biting him or pushing him away.
Okay, I'm having this problem with Pete, and it's disgusting. He French kisses me all the time. Totally inappropriately, in inappropriate places, every single time if I just want to have a nice little kiss. Just while we're driving, anything.
Well, I'll tell you what you need to do.
Please.
Works for me all the time. Bite his tongue. I'll tell you, his tongue will be no match for your teeth.
Nice.
I'm telling you now.
Well, if a guy or a girl is overdoing it, while we're kissing, I'll bite the tip of their tongue a little bit, or I'll pull back and sort of push them away and kind of look to the side, or I'll look at my watch, kind of to let them know that enough is enough.
When I want a boy to stop French kissing me, I usually just bite his tongue because it's kind of annoying with it being in my mouth when I don't want it to be.
My tongue, that hurt. Playfully, my friends, you can bite your partner's tongue. With your teeth, you take your teeth and you bite into the tongue. You can bite at the tip, or you can bite a little further back. You can bite really far into the middle, and bite your partner's tongue. It feels good. You bite into the tongue.
The way to get a girl to French kiss you is to begin by building up a relationship with her on a few dates.
When I like a person and we're on a date and our feet accidentally touch against underneath the table, it really it sends waves through your body. It's really a very unbelievable feeling, and especially when the relationship is new, you really get that that tingly feeling where you feel, it's just like this energy, this wonderful energy going through you, and it's so new.
I like to flirt by just staying close, keep arms around her, just keep a conversation going, tickle her, just something, make jokes, get her to laugh, get her to know you show a little interest. Well, you don't French kiss me.
I just don't like it.
Why?
I got suffocated once.
Come on, it's easy. Just put your hand in the mouth.
Okay.
Make it like a mouth. Now put your other thumb through it just like a tongue.
Okay.
And like that. See, I'll show you. It's easy.
Okay.
That's too much tongue. Oh,
Oh, sorry.